Hello, all. We will start at past, as per. Okay. You might need just to refresh your answer sheets at some point because I'm not sure if one of the music questions is there. In fact, could you check? Let me just check what number it is. Hello, by the way, if you want to say hello. Don't say hello if you don't, obviously, miserable swine. Let's have a look. Number 70. Could you just check there's a file attached to number 73, please? On your answer. If there isn't, you'll just have to refresh it, but it is there. Promise. I apologise for the phantom clicking. I've just had to restart the computer due to incident. We'll start the questions in 10 minutes, okay? And do say hello. But I'm just finishing off. Do say hello, by the way, if you're there. That would be nice. 73, Frankie, is the question. Hello, Ruth. Hello, Stephanie. Yeah, question 73. Just check that there's a file attached to it. And if not, just refresh your question sheet. But it should be fine unless you've opened it. And there were a couple of teams who were answering questions then. So they, let me think who they were. Amy and Dave, and I think the Chords. So just, if you refresh your answer, the answers should be saved anyway that you've put in. Thank you. Sorry. Excellent. Thank you. Hello, Harry. You well? Cool. Hello, Jim. How are we? I'm going to have a fag, and then we're going to start. All right. I apologise for the phantom clicking returning. Yeah, do feel free to get on with questions 1 to 15, obviously. Right. Okay, we're very nearly ready to start. In fact, you probably are. What's my question indicator going to be? It's going to be this box of Mr. Kipling Bakewell slices. Okay. This box formerly of Mr. Kipling Bakewell slices. Okay. Let's go. Question number 16. Ladies and gentlemen, are we all ready? Is anyone not ready? Tell me if you're not ready. What's like swig on Diet Coke? Sorry, Claire. Okay, no one has informed me they're not ready. Let's go. Question 16 is on TV and films, sort of. Well, specifically not films, actually. Sunnydale, ladies and gentlemen, Sunnydale, fictional town, California, is the setting for most of which TV series? It ran between 1997 and 2003, but was not the setting for the film version of the early 90s, which was set in Los Angeles. What is that TV series? Set in the fictional California locale of Sunnydale. Well, the vast majority of it was. Sunnydale was not the setting for the film version of the early 90s, I think 92, which was set in LA. What is that program? Stroke film. 12, I need the full name, please. Okay? I'll tell you that now. Question 17, ladies and gentlemen, is on sport. About which footballer's recent death was a pal of mine moved to comment, that's the only time Peter Shilton should have been picked ahead of him. Obviously, it does not refer to the time where Maradona punched in the bucket, as Shilton would never have got to anything before him, as he had been stapled to the ground. About which footballer's recent death, not Diego Maradona, was a pal of mine moved to comment, that's the only time Peter Shilton should have been picked ahead of him. Harsh. Not really that harsh. I'll give you my Diego Maradona theory now. That there's this he's obviously great footballer, obviously, without a shadow of a doubt. There's he was constantly scrapping, like he was a streetsman. It's like, no, you've fallen for that, haven't you? Because at first, yes, maybe, but then this enormous set of entitlement, that he had as well. That hand of God thing is just play, I understand all the history and whatnot, but it's just playing to an audience, isn't it? I mean, they're just lapping it up. That's nonsense. Absolute bollocks. So there, please revise your opinions. Question 18 is on fashion and relatives. Half turtle, half human Donatella Versace, ladies and gentlemen, fashion designer, was what relation to Gianni Versace, who was shot? What relation is Donatella to Gianni Versace? Good. Question 90. The ever-popular shoes of Wikipedia. What I'm going to read you now is a description of a shoe from Wikipedia with the name of the shoe replaced by the word blank or blanks. All you need to do is tell me what this shoe is. So, a blank is a chucker boot with crepe rubber soles and typically suede uppers. Blanks were popularised in the 1950s by UK shoe company C&J Clarks. Blanks were officially introduced to the world with the debut of the Clarks blank at the 1949 Chicago Shoe Fair. After feature coverage in Esquire magazine, their popularity took off. According to Clarks, inspiration came from the crepe-soled rough suede boots made in Cairo's Khan el-Khalili Bazaar for British 8th Army officers. These boots were based on the South African veldschoen, which became a popular footwear item in southern Africa due to their robust yet simple design. Often being bought by soldiers for various brush wars in the region, they've become popular across the world as blanks. Two-word answer, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give you that again. A blank is a chucker boot, so that's not the answer, with crepe rubber soles and typically suede uppers. Blanks were popularised in the 1950s by UK shoe company Clarks. Blanks were officially introduced to the world with the debut of the Clarks blank at the 1949 Chicago Shoe Fair. After feature coverage in Esquire magazine, their popularity took off. According to Clarks, inspiration came from the crepe-soled rough suede boots made in Cairo's Khan el-Khalili Bazaar for British 8th Army officers. These boots were based on the South African veldschoen, which became a popular footwear item in southern Africa due to their robust and simple design. Often being bought by soldiers for use in the various bush wars of the region, they have become popular across the world as blanks. A two-word answer, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you who are following the disciplinary fortunes of very moderate football clubs, Sheffield Wednesday just had their, well, not just, but a quarter of an hour ago, had their fifth player sent off in 9 games. However, we're not having the worst start to a season ever, so that's all right. Question 20 is on films. In which film of 2017 does Hugh Jackman, playing the title character, fight a feral clone of himself? Also played, unsurprisingly, by Hugh Jackman. What film is that? Hugh Jackman, playing the title character, fights a feral clone of himself, also played by Hugh Jackman, who isn't the title character. What is the name of that film? Question 21 is on sausages. And now, ladies and gentlemen, probably the greatest man of the 20th century is, of course, Peter Dowderswell, ladies and gentlemen, about whom I do go on a bit, competitive eating champion and friend of the king of head balancing, John Evans. Amongst the records Peter holds are for drinking In 3 hours, he drank 90 pints of beer. What a mate. Ate a 3-course meal of a pint of oxtail soup, half a kilo of mash, a pound of bangers and beans, and 50 prunes, ladies and gentlemen, which he managed to eat in 45 seconds. And of course, the true combination genius of eating 12 5-inch sausages whilst balanced on John Evans' head, which took him just 10 seconds. The most sausages eaten at one setting since the ill-advised picture Emma sent to the Swan WhatsApp group. John Evans, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, ignore that. John Evans, ladies and gentlemen, the head balancing king, who cost £2,000 to book for a day, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, £2,000, the man who balances stuff on his head, appeared twice, according to his homepage, headbalancer.com. John Evans appeared twice on The Tonight Show, ladies and gentlemen, on US television, now hosted by Jimmy Fallon, isn't it? And previously by Jay Leno. But between 1962 and 1992, 30 years, The Tonight Show is hosted by which man? That's the question. It's not on sausages at all, is it? The Tonight Show, ladies and gentlemen, was hosted by which man? 30 years between 1962 and 1992. That's the one that's now hosted by Jimmy Fallon. Just as a heads up, if you are if you've typed an answer to someone you can't and it hasn't gone in the right box, it's probably gone somewhere else. Okay, so do check that. We've got, there's a nonsensical answer as a result of this. So if you have typed and you're not sure where it's gone, do check your answers, because you might have overwritten something, and it will just show up in here in my marking script. Look, you see, very good. So yeah. For question 12, I need the name he's known by, okay? So, and he is known, he's technically got the same name as somebody else, okay? I'm basically just giving it away here. But he's known as a different thing specifically to distinguish him from this other person, okay? Question 22 is on links and is unacceptable in one area. It is not an acceptable thing to ask. I'll tell you that now. What I'm going to give you, however, is a list of, I think there's 12 seemingly unconnected things, okay, which are on closer inspection all united by a single conjoining theme. All you need to do is tell me what is that thing. So what links? A hit for Shaggy in the year 2000. The M8. Commercial bread making. A beehive. A 1965 single by Donovan. The Pleiades. Television Centre, where you'd send letters to. Australian rules football. Jeremy Clarkson's mum, the oldest football club in Scotland, two things that ISIS don't like, evaluation of Hans Gruber or Severus Snape, and this is utterly unacceptable, my daughter's boyfriend for two. Completely unacceptable. It really is. So that's a year 2000 hit for Shaggy. The M8. Commercial bread making. A 1965 single by Donovan. A Beehive. Amy Winehouse style. The Pleiades. Television Centre. Australian Rules Football. Jeremy Clarkson's mum. The oldest Scottish football team. Evaluation of Hans Gruber or Severus Snape, whose hair I've slightly borrowed. Two ways to upset ISIS. And unacceptably, my daughter's boyfriend. Should not feed. I mean, that's not very helpful if you don't know her, to be fair, so I'm sorry about that. It's not very helpful if you do, to be honest. I'll give you a minute or two. I won't give you a minute or two at all. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds. Question 23. The original genus and early spin-offs Baby Boomer and Silver Screen were all versions of which board game? The original genus and the early spin-offs Baby Boomer and Silver Screen were all versions of which board game? Question 24 is on TV shows. What was the name of the sort of TV clip show, I suppose, video clip show, described by Tom Adams magazine as a whole hour of heavily concentrated cockwash, was presented at various times during its run by Michael Barrymore, Tony Blackburn, Tara Palmer Tomkinson, and the inevitable Stephen Mulhern. TV clip show featuring 1 hour of submitted video clips that was presented at various points by Michael Barrymore, Tony Blackburn, Tada Palmer Tompkinson, and the inevitable Stephen Mulhern. Phenomenally bad TV. Some of you probably like it, to be fair. Question 25, ladies and gentlemen, is on the virus. Ooh. We have 3 corona vaccines now, ladies and gentlemen, on the go, of course. Dolly Parton's Moderna vaccine, which you think would be more popular in the USA, given that they have the right to bear arms. The Pfizer vaccine, very popular with people with their own chest freezer. And the third one is the Oxford University vaccine, of course, ladies and gentlemen, the Oxford University vaccine, which is produced in association with which pharmaceutical giant? The Oxford University vaccine, ladies and gentlemen, good old British blighty black vaccine, produced in association with which pharmaceutical giant? Question 26 is on sport, ladies and gentlemen. Which city has been unable to host the Summer Olympic Games on 2 of the 3 occasions it has been set to do? So set to host the Olympics on 3 occasions, and 2 of those times it's been unable to host them, the Summer Olympics. Which city is that? Question 27, ladies and gentlemen, on actors and music. Musically speaking, what number links the actors Jared Leto or whatever and Russell Crowe? Musically speaking, what number links the actors Jared Leto, and Russell Crowe? I can repeat 27, Sophie, yes. Musically speaking, what number links the actors Jared Leto, and Russell Crowe? What number links them musically? As in, like an actual number, not a song. Question 28. You might not think this, looking at me, might not think this, looking at me, but there are many things that I simply cannot do. And one of them, we have pretty emphatic evidence that I'm unable to do, is mountaineering. Not good at that, not good at that. With that in mind, it's reasonable to assume that I would not reach the top of either Mount Whitney, no problem, Sophie, Mount Whitney, the highest point in the 48 contiguous US states, or Mount Mulhathen, let's say Mulhathen, the highest point in mainland Spain, both Mount Whitney in the USA and Mount Mulhathen in Spain, are in mountain ranges with the same name, literally meaning snowy mountains. What is that name? Mount Whitney in the USA and Mount Mulhathen in Spain, the highest points on the mainland, if you like, in both states, are in mountain ranges with the same name. What is the name of those ranges? Question 29, ladies and gentlemen. 29 is on hats, ladies and gentlemen. In the UK, we call this hat a bowler hat because we invented them, and we call them bowler hats because that's what they're called. In the USA, however, they give it a different name, which is the same as an English city. What is that name? So not a bowler hat, which they should be called because they're called bowler hats, but they call them a different thing, which is the same name as an English city. What is that name? And the last one now. Last one for a bit, ladies and gentlemen. Question 30 is on broadcasting. Chilled, mellow, soul, at the musicals, and workout, sweet fucking Jesus, are 5 radio stations under which general umbrella? Like you have, say, absolute 70s, 80s, 90s, it's not absolute. The chilled, mellow, soul, at the musicals, and workout are 5 radio stations under which umbrella? Okay, questions 31 to 40, ladies and gentlemen. Further delving into the archive of YouGov popularity things. All we need of here is the 10 most highly thought of, like the highest approval rating of foreign countries. Countries foreign to the UK, okay. So the 10 most popular foreign countries. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to do that. Give it until 10 past 9. Do bear in mind the sort of person who fills these in. I'll give you that as a slight clue. Thank you, Stephanie. Some of you may have seen our beloved leader Paul in the pages of the Daily Mail. Not his natural habitat, I think it's fair to say. But yes, speaking of the ills of the government support of wet pubs, have £1,000, they say, which is about 3 days' rent. Right, let's get going. Question 41, ladies and gentlemen, is on clothes. And Liam Gallagher, ladies and gentlemen, Liam Gallagher has a clothing label, and I've looked through their online offering. It's 50% coats, 30% hats, and 20% unwarranted swagger. It's called Pretty Green. Ladies and gentlemen, Pretty Green, which is named after a song by which band of whom Gallagher is an admirer? Liam Gallagher's clothing label and other things, Pretty Green, is named after a song by which band of whom he is an admirer? Question 42. Grandpa, father, mother, Posey, Perkin, and Pootle. Ladies and gentlemen, Grandpa, father, mother, Posey, Perkin, and Pootle, not the members of Five Star, of course, but the title characters, of which classic UK children's TV series, of which just 13 episodes were made. Grandpa, father, mother, Posey, Perkin, and Pootle. Title characters of which classic UK children's TV series. Question 43. Wheat middlings. Looking forward to some wheat middlings later. What is the name? Or what word can either be? Wheat middlings of durum wheat, mainly used in making upma, pasta, and custards, or a sweet dessert made from these wheat middlings and milk. Wheat middlings, ladies and gentlemen. Either the name of just the wheat middlings, used in making pasta and whatnot, custards, or a sweet dessert made from a combination of these wheat middlings and milk. Question 44, ladies and gentlemen, is on video games. Which character and echidna appeared in the sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the fourth in the Sonic series? He had an ability to glide to reach areas Sonic could not reach himself. The game itself could be plugged into the Sonic 3 cartridge and played in the format it was originally planned, which was a scheme abandoned due to limitation of cartridge sizes, it says here. So which character appeared in the sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and in the title of the game? He had the ability to glide, ladies and gentlemen, crucially, which Sonic did not. He could move very fast, jump and spin. That was it. What was the name of this character? Question 45 is on sport and films and Little Craigie. Oh, Little Craigie. In which city were the Olympics depicted in the films Cool Runnings and Eddie the Eagle held? In which city were those Olympic Games held? Portrayed in the films Cool Runnings and Eddie the Eagle. Question 46 is on UK politics and sounding as though he comes from a different part of the country if you assume that people's surnames are just places, which they're not. What is the name of the former bricklayer and MP who is now the Metropolitan Mayor of London? Of Liverpool. Sorry, I'm an idiot. The Metropolitan Mayor of Liverpool, ladies and gentlemen, has a name which suggests he comes from somewhere else. What is that name? The Mayor of Liverpool. London has nothing to do with it. That was me being an idiot. I am an idiot. Question 47 is on geography and mythology, ladies and gentlemen. By what classical name, or classical themed name, also used in strongman competitions, the world's strongest man, are the rocky outcrops of the Rock of Gibraltar and Monte Hacho in Ceuta, the Spanish autonomous ex-slave city in Morocco, collectively known? So, the Rock of Gibraltar and Monte Hacho in Ceuta, the Spanish ex-slave in Morocco, surrounded by Morocco, or not surrounded by, but girt by sea and Morocco. By what classical related name, mythology related name, are they collectively known? Question 48, lockdown quiz, Tom. People are fed up, yeah? Yeah, well, it's not lockdown, but it still is. And keep it light, yeah? Keep your spirits up, okay? Some films, ladies and gentlemen, some films. Schindler's List, ladies and gentlemen. Schindler's List is, of course, based on the novel Schindler's Ark, ladies and gentlemen. But which man wrote Schindler's Ark? Who wrote the novelization, the novel upon which the film Schindler's List was based? Schindler's Ark was its title. Who wrote it? Yeah, the Metro Mayor of the Liverpool City region is what I'm looking for, ladies and gentlemen. Just in case that wasn't clear, because that is a bit misleading. The Metro Mayor of the Liverpool City region, okay? The one that's just directly elected to that position as opposed to being a councillor, yeah? Okay. That was for number 46. I need the name of the Liverpool, the directly elected mayor of the Liverpool City region, okay? Not the one who just happens to be the mayor of Liverpool. That's right, cool. Sorry, I wasn't clear. Question 49 is on music. One of my favourite songs, and probably yours, ladies and gentlemen, is the magnificent Anaconda by Nicki Minaj, ladies and gentlemen. The song Anaconda by Nicki Minaj heavily samples and is a response to which song? A 1992 hit single. Between them, they pretty much cover all the advantages of a Calipigian physique to everyone. So there are multiple advantages to a number of different people of a Calipigian physique. Anaconda by Nicki Minaj, a more recent example, that heavily samples and is a response to which 1992 hit single, which everyone knows but was not successful in this country. Fact. So I need the name of the 92 single. Someone has brilliantly written their answer to 49. I need the name of the song, by the way, not the singer. But they have written the name of the singer of 49, but in the answer space to 48, giving the impression that they believe that this person was responsible for Schindler's Ark, which they weren't. I cannot be clear enough about that. No, but you still put it in the wrong space. You may have changed the name, but you still put it in the wrong space. That's 49, yeah? You've put your answer to 49 in the space for 48. I can't be much clearer than that. Most of you are very close, but you have one team that's building a bit of a lead, I'm afraid. Question 50, ladies and gentlemen, is on protective dogs. Although it strikes me there'd be fuck all use in many of these situations faced, the Dalmatian dog is particularly associated with which profession, particularly in America, slightly over here, in particular guarding their possessions, so when they go to work. Well, the Dalmatian dog, ladies and gentlemen, is particularly associated with which profession? I'm only in the USA, slightly over here as well. In particular, guarding their possessions when they go to work. Well, they wouldn't be much use, really. Question 51 is on TV and literature, ladies and gentlemen. It's been twice been made into a British TV series in the 70s and the 2010s. What is this series of novels by Winston Graham? Winston Graham wrote it, twice been adapted for British TV series in the 70s and the 2010s. What is that series of novels? Just one word is fine. Question 52. I'm not going to give you any more information than this, okay, ladies and gentlemen. I need a specific act, ladies and gentlemen, a specific act that the last 4 times it has happened has been done by Dirk Nanninger, Rudy Voller, Marco Materazzi, and Ivan Perisic. Okay? The last 4 times it has happened by Dirk Nanninger, Rudy Voller, Marco Materazzi, and Ivan Perisic. So this is on sport, football. Okay. What is that thing that has been done? I'm trying to think who else as famous has done it. Paul Breitner, he did it. Roberto Boninsegna, good player, he did it. What is that specific act? I'm trying to remember the name of I'm a real do. Anyway, shut up, Tom. Question 54, ladies and gentlemen. 53, sorry, question 53. Question 53 is on politics. Indira Gandhi, ladies and gentlemen, was Prime Minister of India until 1984, when by dint of murder she was unable to fulfill her responsibilities anymore. What was the name of her father? Also an Indian political figure. Indira Gandhi's father, what was his name? I need his name. Okay? Father of Indira Gandhi. Question 54 is on things. A draw, ladies and gentlemen, a draw is made in the United Kingdom. And this draw is made 5 times a week, ladies and gentlemen. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, to presumably minimal interference with Craig David's fuck rota. And is run by Richard Desmond's Northern and Shell Group. What is the name of that draw? That 5 times a week draw, ladies and gentlemen. What is it called? Question 55, ladies and gentlemen, is on TV. I might very well be the only person in the world who remembers. What was the name of the TV show hosted initially by the surprising spelling of Fred Dinenage in 1998, and then for 2 years by Eamon Holmes in 1999 and 2000? It featured 15 players on a Monday. This number gradually been whittled down to 5 people playing in the final held on the Friday. So a winner a day, featured 15 players on a Monday, and then the 5 winners would also play on the Friday in the week's grand final. It was presented by Fred Dinenage in 1998, by Eamon Holmes in 1999 and 2000. What was the name of that program? It was terrible. And question 56, ladies and gentlemen, 56 is on music. The question is, which word of 5 letters or more has appeared in the title of hit singles by all the following artists? Madonna, Russ Abbott, Dizzy Rascal, Green Day, The Cheeky Girls, and 10cc. One word, 5 letters or more, appeared in the title of hit singles by Madonna, Russ Abbott, Dizzy Rascal, Green Day, The Cheeky Girls, and 10cc. Okay? Right. Get on with your music round as well. There's 12 of them. and I'm going to give you until 10 o'clock. So you've got 25 minutes. Okay? Away you go. Lovely stuff. No, Stephanie, that's fine. Apologies for that. One team is answering all of their things one out of place. I'm gonna review that and mark them right. Okay, at the end, I think. Unless let me think of one that's dead easy. Oh, that's unlucky. Yeah, that's fine. Great effort at spelling it right, but you were. Oh, that's good. I didn't think of that. That's even better. Yeah, yeah. Um, you seem to have started doing it, correcting it now. But yeah, do make sure you delete your other answer. You've got 5 minutes. Oh no, I just put artist for both of them. Sorry, yeah. 78 should be the song title. Sorry, Stephanie. Swan bitches. Your answers between 68 and 72 need to be sort of reviewed because they're sort of right, but they're in the wrong bits. Cool. At the moment, it's shown with both of the answers, though. Okay. Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's sorted now. Okay. Great. It's just I see the wrong ones, but when they're right, someone else has already put them, so I don't actually see that answer come in. If that makes sense. Cool. Take a couple of minutes. Then we'll have the pointless and the answers. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your pointless questions, okay? And your jackpot question. Your pointless question, okay? I need the name of. So I asked Dave 100 of my friends 100 seconds to name as many things in the following categories. I stopped them when they got one wrong, okay? I made it a competition between them to see who could get the most right. So they weren't going for the obscure ones first, okay? So basically it's the same as normal pointless. So I gave them 100 seconds to name anyone picked to play for England who got on the pitch by Gareth Southgate, any of the 50 countries in the world with the lowest population density, or any road that has motorway designation, okay? So, as an example, the A1M would count, okay? Is that pertinent to this? The tie-break question, okay, your tie-break question, your crocheted, okay, the world record, how long in meters is the world's longest ever crocheted scarf? Okay, so that's the last one. The jackpot questions or any of the 50 countries with the lowest population density, any road with motorway designations, that includes like the A1M, don't put the A1M, it's wrong, or any footballer picked for England by Gareth Southgate who has played. Okay? Tiebreak question is, how long is the world's longest ever crocheted scarf in meters? I'm going to give you 5 more minutes, so until 22:08. When you finish those, please tick the 3 boxes, save, and click finish. Okay? We have a pointless answer, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. So I'll give you 4 more minutes. That's it. Give it till 10 past, okay? Those of you who haven't done so yet, please do donate, please, if you can, to the PayPal. It does take quite a long time to do. It's quite good value, isn't it? Really, 50p from 50p an hour. Yeah, it's quite good. Three more minutes. It's very close. I'm responding to this message. In 44, it's an echidna. Yeah, an echidna, not a fox. So 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute to finalise your answers. Okay, please finalise your answer sheets in 5 and 10. I'll give you 10 seconds now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Quiz is finished, ladies and gentlemen. Shall we have some answers? Let's have some answers, shall we? In the picture round, 21. First one was Ed Davey of the Lib Dems, then Diana Rigg, then the world's leading 2020 batsman, T20 batsman, apparently, David Malan and Horatio Nelson. Then larger than life figure, also larger than wardrobe figure of Alison Hammond. And then Anya Taylor-Joy, off of the Queen's Gambit. Then Martin Jarvis, honey-voiced actor Martin Jarvis. That's the career of Sean Derry, ladies and gentlemen, who was a thug. And very Neil Warnock. Then it was Raven, ladies and gentlemen, Raven. And then it's Jimmy Cricket, not Jiminy Cricket. Jiminy Cricket's in Pinocchio. Then inside the costume there is Simon Cowell, ladies and gentlemen. That's Wonder Dog, his ill-fated chart entry hope. Simon Cowell was actually the voice and person in it. Then Mick Schumacher. I was really clear that I needed not Michael. Michael wasn't fine. So Mick is, his son. Bob Mills, ladies and gentlemen. Then Light Infantry. Light Infantry. That's good. And then government lockdown or government furlough. Both of those are fine. Lockdown's probably better, and that wasn't the one I'd played, but lockdown's grand, isn't it? 16, the TV series was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Then 17, Ray Clements. Ladies and gentlemen. 18, they're brother and sister. I didn't know. 19, they're Desert Boots. 20, the film is Logan. 21 is Johnny Carson, presented The Tonight Show for 30 years. Johnny Carson. 22, the year 2000 hit for Shaggy was Angel. The M8 is a Caledonian Road. Commercial bread making uses the Chorley Wood process. The 65 single by Donovan is Sunny Good Street. A beehive is not just a barnet, but a high barnet. The Pleiades, also known as the Seven Sisters. The television centre, you write to Wood Lane, ladies and gentlemen. Wood Lane, of course. Australian Rules football is played on an oval. Jeremy Clarkson's mum produced the first commercially available Paddington Bear. The oldest football club in Scotland is Queen's Park. To get Hans Gruber's fortune, or Snape's fortune, you would assess Alan Rickman's worth. Two things that upset ISIS are West Ham and my daughter's boyfriend for two. This is unacceptable. My daughter's boyfriend, first of all, cock fosters. Okay, Foster is my daughter. And secondly, he spends much of his time tooting Beck. Unacceptable content. I apologise. They're all tube stations, they didn't. All train stations, I was pretty generous. 23, Trivial Pursuit. 24, animals do the funniest things. No, they don't. Humans do the funniest things. 25, AstraZeneca is the company there. 26, Tokyo. Yeah, oof. 26 is Tokyo. 27, 30 is the answer. Jared Leto's band 30 Second to Mars. And Russell Crowe's band 30 Odd Foot of Grunt. 28, they're both in the Sierra Nevada. 29, the Derby. And 30, Chilled Mellow Soul, that music doesn't work out. All Magic channels. Quite a lot of driving on the left in this list of highly thought of foreign countries. New Zealand, Canada, Australia, Netherlands, Spain, Norway, Italy, Portugal, Sweden, and Ireland. Those are the 10 countries. Iceland was 12, so a few people were that unlucky. 41, Liam Gallagher, Pretty Green is the song by The Jam. 42, Grandpa, Father, Mother, Posey, Perkin, and Pootle. They were The Flumps. Ladies and gentlemen, you might remember the theme tune. The Flumps, the Flumps, the Flumps, the Flumps, we're the Flumps, the Flumps, the Flumps, we are the Flumps, we're the fucking Flumps. Do you remember that? Good. 43, Semolina is the thing there. 44, Knuckles, not Tails, Knuckles, ladies and gentlemen. 45, the 1988 Olympics in Calgary. 46, Steve Rotherham is the mayor there, Steve Rotherham. 47, not the Atlas Stones, although they are in the strongman competition, but the Pillars of Hercules, ladies and gentlemen, the Pillars of Hercules. 48, Thomas Keneally wrote those novels. 49, Anaconda was a response to Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot. Sir Mix-a-Lot did not write Schindler's Island, which someone had for a while. 50, that Dalmatian associated with firefighters. 51, Winston Graham went Poldark. 52 is no one got. They're the last 4 people to equalise in the World Cup final. There's Dirt Manager for Holland in 78. Rudi Voller for West Germany in 1986. Marco Materazzi for Italy in 2006. Remember header? And Ivan Perisic, ladies and gentlemen. 53. Indira Gandhi is not. I mean, well done for knowing that Mahatma Gandhi's actual name is Mohandas and all that. Well done for that, but it's not Indira Gandhi's dad. That's Pandit Nehru, ladies and gentlemen. Pandit Nehru, or Jawaharlal Nehru, given his full name. 54. The Health Lottery. 55, ladies and gentlemen, that TV show is Pass the Buck. And 56, Holiday is the word in there. Holiday by Madonna. All Night Holiday by Russ Abbott. Holiday, Dizzy Rascal. Holiday by Green Day. Hooray, hooray, it's a Cheeky Holiday by the Cheeky Girls. And Dreadlock Holiday, of course, by 10cc. The music round. First one was The Carpenters with Ticket to Ride. Then you had David Soul with Silver Lady. Then Billy Idol, who was hot in the city. Hole with Celebrity Skin. Then Cascada with Evacuate the Dance Floor. Then Buffy Submarine with Universal Soldier. Then Racy with Some Girls. Then The Specials with Gangsters. Then it was Prince with Cream. Then Queens of the Stone Age with Go With the Flow. And Miley Cyrus with Part in the USA. And then Adriano Celentano with Prisen Colennetto. Colinensiani Cuisol. That song that's been going around. If you were close enough, I'd over a point. And it's got a shortened name, it's known by as well. Your pointless questions, they have pointless questions in each category, pointless answers in each category, which is good. Your roads, you could have had the A823M, the A404M, the A329M, the A309M, the A194M, the A167M, or the M's 876, 275, 271, and 181, ladies and gentlemen, which no one put. Your countries could have Namibia, Suriname, Guyana, Mauritania, Chad, Oman, Belize, Chile, Angola, the Solomon Islands, Latvia, and the Congo. And the footballers, you could have had Jake Livermore, well done if you got that, Aaron Cresswell, Nathaniel Klein, Marcus Bettinelli, and Alfie Mawson, who played for Jesus Christ. And the world's longest ever scarf is a somewhat incredible 29,176 meters. That's 29 kilometers long. Well done. Your leaderboard, ladies and gentlemen, your leaderboard looks like this. Some very good scores, by the way. Normally, we'd be disappointed to finish 7th place, but no, because Amy and Dave, ladies and gentlemen, just two of them, with a mighty 50 points, ladies and gentlemen, which is more than the 42 points they should be scoring. In 6th place, ladies and gentlemen, the Darnstaple Otters with 52. In 5th place, former winners, the Swan Bitches with 54. Equal 3rd, ladies and gentlemen, an impressive 58. We have Universally Challenged and £5 down the Swanee. In 2nd place, ladies and gentlemen, with an impressive 62, hailing all the way from the USA, apparently. It's No Effing Pub. And our winners with a score of 64 are the Chords, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause, well done. Thank you all for resisting the temptation to eat a series of substantial meals and get tonked whilst doing so. There'll be another quiz at the same time next week. It will be an otherworldly pleasure to talk to each and every one of your slightly less domestically restrained faces, until which juncture. Good night. End stream. Good. Pleasure. Thank you.